Hey guys, this is a game I just played, and I just wanted to show you an idea I use a fair bit. Like, you're not always attacking, so sometimes you just have to let your opponent attack and just defend as best you can until he runs out of steam. Yes, basically, this game we had 20 minutes each, and he wasted so much time trying to attack me, and I just blocked all his attacks, and eventually he ran out of time. So I'll show you. So I was playing white, so I'm just stopping this, but he still does it. Very good. Now I attack his knight. I block, well, I defend my pawn like this, experimenting with some new stuff. He brings his queen in straight away, attacking my rook. I just block. He backs it up. Right now this is useless because if I move my knight, he'll just take my bishop. Now he's trying to checkmate me. So, no checkmate. He castles, and I move my king. Now, why do I move my king? I wanted to move my queen to attack his queen and have my king be out of check. So he brings his rook, and now I'm in a bit of trouble. I can't do this anymore because he'll just take my queen, and then his rook will take my queen too. So now I want to move my knight out the way, and my bishop is protected when I attack his queen. He does this to my knight, and I just attack it anyway. And now I had to play this move because if you notice, when I move my knight, there's 3 pieces attacking this pawn. So if I move my knight anywhere else, like say here, he's gonna just take this pawn, then queen takes, then rook takes, and he's got the bishop defending. So he'll do this. So my only way to defend was to block the rook from attacking. So now his queen's under fire. He moves his queen back. And now I could have taken the knight, but the knight has nowhere to really go because the pawns are blocking it. So his most dangerous piece is one of them attacking my pawn. So I take that. Queen takes. And now I move my queen up because I want space for these pieces to eventually get out. I've got to get them out. He does a good move. Basically just further eyeing this square. And I don't want him to get into here. And the queen's like just on the side of the board. So I'm trying to get rid of the queen. I'm trying to get these pieces away from my king. So now he brings his bishop out. And I could take the queen. The knight will take back. And the knight might come into here. Well, I could be alright. That's a pretty decent option. But I just move my king out of the pin. This is because if his queen takes, I want my pawn to take back so the knight can't get into here. But as it's pinned to the rook, that's impossible. So I'm moving my king away from this pin. Probably better to just take the queen, honestly. Alright, he moves the queen away, saving it. And now I bring my bishop out. Trying to just get my knight out too. So, he moves his knight, and I immediately see that I don't want the knight jumping in here with the rook. Like, that knight's going to be really well placed. So I move my king up to defend that square. But I do have this loose pawn. Luckily it's on the side of the board, so he takes it. And my queen's attacked, so I move it and attack his queen again. So I'm thinking about trading, but probably won't, because then I open up his rook. He takes my bishop off, that's fine. Take back. And eventually this rook will attack this queen once my rook's defended by moving my knight. So he goes like this. He wants to jump in here and check, and I keep stopping his plans. He's spending a lot of time to think of these moves. At this point, he's down to about 10 minutes out of the 20. So I'm just being a pain. Nope, he's not allowed to anymore. So his knight can't go there. Now he's attacking this pawn. So, of course, back it up. What's he doing next? Queen a4. So he's trying to come into check me here. So, nope, none of that. He's spending so much time now trying to figure out a way to attack me. He's wasting all his time. I'm like 14 minutes and he's got about 6 at this point. Jumps his knight back, so he's attacking this pawn. And this was a bit tough because there's no way to defend this pawn. If I move my knight to defend it, his knight jumps in and he's got a check and he's going to take it next move. So I can't do anything. So I do a bigger threat. I attack his queen. And his queen has to defend this knight or else I'll take the knight. So he moves it in here, which I saw, and attack the queen again. The bishop's backed up, the rook's backed up. So now he pretty much has to trade queens. So, sure. And now, next was attacking my rook. So, I see he might want to jump it in here, the knight, to attack this pawn. And the same problem is there, that I can't defend this pawn properly because only the knight can. And this knight comes. Although now it wouldn't be so bad because I could bring the rook. So, yeah, I could have probably just did this. But I did that. Again, stopping his plans and attacking this pawn. So now he's trying to march the A pawn down. He's got about 2 minutes left at this point and he's like really just, trying to smash me. So I want to move my knight in here, but first I have to stop this knight from coming. So that's why I did that. Now he's going and I can't block the pawn. So I'm just going to take his pawn. Now he keeps pushing. And I could have went here, I thought, to block the pawn from queening. But the bishop still protects that square. So I take a free pawn. Next he's attacking this rook. And I see he can't check me down here because the bishop, I can't bring it with my king, can't bring it down anywhere else, so just take another free pawn. Actually I didn't. Oh wait, yeah I did. First I did that to attack the pawn. Now I took the pawn. So now, if we trade off all his pieces, I got 2 passed pawns, so he's got to do something. He's got to get this to become a queen probably. So he brings his rook and, well, let's see. He wants to go pawn down and then rook in front of the pawn, like that and that. So I can't stop the queen anymore. So can you see that? Rook there. Like first he pushes the pawn. That's cool. But then he brings the rook down to b1 and he's going to make a queen next move. I attack his knight, making him think of something else to do, because his knight's protecting this queening square. He moves his knight away. And I did this. Why did I do this? To attack his rook. So another question asked, and he's got about a minute here, but he gets 3 seconds every move. Still not enough. Moves his rook, and sure. Take it, trade, and the rook's away from this file. So now, well, 2 pieces are attacking this pawn, so just defend the pawn. He pushes. Of course, I can just block it, and he can't attack this rook because my king defends the pawn. I push. I want to eventually stop this knight getting to here, but he gets there first, sadly. And now I see he's attacking my bishop. I give him something else to think about. Now this knight's under attack. He attacks my bishop, but that removes his only safe square from his knight. So instead of taking it, that knight's useless right now. I move my bishop to a safe square. And he can take this pawn, which he's desperate now. He's got 30 seconds left, so he does. And I saw he can take this with check, but the other thing he can do is he can bring the knight in and attack my rook. So at first I was going to go here, but then I saw that, like that's the big problem. That's irrelevant in this position. So I moved my king here, and he had 5 seconds left, and he couldn't think of anything to do. So he just lost time, and he lost the game on time. So just stopping someone's plans sometimes is all you need to do. They just waste so much time and energy trying to figure out a way to break through.